The smuggler inclines his... He lowers his head. Refreshments are lined up like brightly colored. The refreshments remain. An assortment of cargo crates sits in waiting, adorned with faint chalk marks, machine-printed, crisp and official. They all bear the point of origin, Ministry of Mass Culture, the Luz, officially the Illuminated Empire. And these crates aren't smuggled at all. They're government. A maze of hastily drawn letters and numbers stands in... You're not meant to be able to. It's not for you. Black cartons of cigarettes are stacked in time. The sight reminds you of a set of stairs descending into the dark of the basement. These crates here aren't exactly state secrets. Anyone with a keen eye and nimble fingers could do it. You step away from them. A filthy flyer glued to the wall. A row of bespectacled men stare into the middle distance, while in their midst a lone figure looks toward. Yellow text in black and white. Tune in, everyday coverage, and in all caps. It's the opposite of nonsense. This is the reality situation. A local television program. The flyer suggests it's about... That is Subcommandante Bagman, host of the realities. No insignia, no medals. You can't think of an outfit that would don such a uniform on purpose. Yes, and right below it, written in small letters, callers get a 10%. You make a note. Bagman stares. This is the one. The payphone that makes people disappear. The receiver emits a hollow whisper in your ear. You hear only the reverberation. Still half hoping for something. You hang up the... You step into the... You hang up the... You approach the reality situation. Bright yellow letters highlight a time slot. Every day from 13 to 22, channel... Bagman's stare seems to harden as he watches you walk away. The Guardia Municipal officer is...
Hola, miss. Hope there's a reason you've stopped an officer while he's on duty. No better place for that. Officer Morito, Agente Coordinador for the Guard. Can't say I'm familiar with the name.
As a member of the Guardia Municipal, it's unlikely he can openly talk about a bootlegger.
Missing people reports are handled by the Carabineros, not the Guardia Municipal. Were I aware of anyone conducting illicit business? Formality...
An absurd reality demands an absurd performance. As you step away... A dusty and disused storefront, closed with a metal shutter. Above, you lift the shutter gently. Come back at night. Oh, Carl was here. 10 plus. You turn away. Unwise to your presence. His tie is loose. Beads of...
I don't know how much time we...
Whatever the person on the other... The line appears to be on.
I can't possibly perform under these conditions. You have to make me.
The man continues with... The one personal touch in the otherwise sterile, blank clinic. The wall with lights glint off the glass as you... The document has to be displayed by law. The license is real, but it's out of date. There's a faded stamp. Perhaps something to confront the good doc. A collage of someone else's life begins to take form. A formal photo. Class of 7. Hugo and a handsome beard. The gallery continues. Hugo asleep on a pile of medical textbooks, drooling. The professional photos outnumber the personal 3-1. There are many pictures of a much younger at his medical school graduation, at a fancy dinner, both of them grinning on a broad walk. A simulation of company, carefully arranged on the wall.
Welcome to the clinic. My name is Dr. Hugo.
The man takes a measured sip of water. Behind him, shelves heaving with medical textbooks.
Of course. What can I help you with? Catatonia is an incredibly general symptom. It could be caused by anything from overdose to meningitis to a stroke. I'd need to see the patient to venture a guess. I suppose audio could trigger some sort of... More than likely, it's a coincidence. He may have sat down, put on his headphones, and then had a...
That's the second time he's brought up drugs.
I still couldn't hazard a guess. It wouldn't be responsible. Someone would be reckless enough to diagnose a patient in absentia. I don't recommend such a doctor. All right, Party Alley. There's a clinic there. He might be willing to help. Frankly, you two may even get along. No, it would all be guesswork, which is unwise, medically or ethically.
He angles his head slightly as he looks at you impassively.
Someone would be I hope the patient in question recovers quickly. Then why are you here?
He gives you a brief nod, and nothing else.
Yes?
He gives you a brief...
Yes, it's different, isn't it? I find that it is much easier to connect with my patients than it was at my old practice in Sunset.
Hello, man.
The heavy floorboards are spotted with motor oil and boot prints.
Yes, well, it suits my...
The floorboards groan. The hole scrapes the side of the...
Of course. Until next time.
A ladder reaches to...
Excuse me, the upstairs room is private.
The doctor raises... An altar to Belarus, the bazaars, and the shrine lacks the sacred air of Mercian churches you knew as a child. It is a spectacle of porphyry human. Whatever their meaning, they were enough to summon you here, now to this shrine rammed into the side of the city. You adjust your position and gather the appropriate a prayer of interference. Your words hang in the air, brittle as glass. A crack of moonlight cuts across the shrine, the shadows bending unnaturally. Your words are gone as they are uttered, careered upwards on the air. The light around you. You step over the threshold and into a memory. Old schnapps and the faded sour cologne of body odor and exactly how you remember it. Favorite den of Keysok's local pelota squad and their partisan. You discover your thumb rubbing itself along the numberless business card you found on your double. Stale air circulate. Shades from another time move endlessly across the ancient. You glance towards the bartender, a younger woman you don't recognize. The best part about this place is that it's open all night, every night. On the wall above, scratched and yellowed porcelain, a notable smudge on the lip of the sea, brownish. The smudge is not what it appears to be, not the most obvious suspect at least. And yet patrons line up along. Under a thick, curved screen, a discolored bloom of interference mars the corner of the screen, tinting the dancing mascot on the sidelines purple. Electrons deflected by magnetic interference. The shadow mask has been corrupted. Without an instrument of magnetic...
Oh.
The bartender stands on her toes and moves the speaker a few centimeters.
Well then. Good eye. Thank you.
For a quarter of an hour, you watch as men in short shorts and tall socks hurl a leather sphere against concrete with tremendous force.
I suppose.
The words of your old double Holocene come to mind. In the so-called developed world, the whole political and cultural economy of a place is revealed through its sporting rivalries.
Probably better not to involve yourself in a conflict you don't understand.
The bartender gives you...
What do you have? Friend of yours? He was here a few days ago. Seems to have a...
She gestures towards an older man in a boot.
Strange. He said he was expecting someone like... Not my business either way. No, I don't think we have. I'm Lucia. What brings you back? First rounds on the house, then. What will you have? You can pay if you want.
She spritzes an astringent cleaning fluid on the counter and buffs it to a dull shine. She reaches for a half-full bottle of pink-tinged liqueur. In due course, the glass makes a little thunk as it hits the bar. You down it in one go. As is tradition, she stays silent, waiting for you to kickstart the conversation.
Not much. Mostly drinking and fiddling with paper.
She shakes her head.
It looked like a business meeting. Quiet, boring. Fine by me. Don't tell me you're in Portofino for the... It's a payphone to the west of here. It overlooks the water. You'll know it from the group of excited old men nearby. This is about it. But it's mostly just me in here doing all the work. Takes it out of me. Yeah, we have a couple of kids who come in and clear tables. Have you bar-backed before?
Hesitation.
Fine. I can throw you some soul off the books. Here, start with wiping down tables.
The rag squelches in your hand. It's a race against the drinkers to clean each table, only to step back and watch.
Hey, it's been 4 hours. Take a break.
Stopping is almost harder than trying to keep up with the work. Your mind continues.
You definitely helped. Thanks. Close by. I grew up about 5 minutes from here. If you're born Kisok, you know why they call it Party Alley? It's Calle del Partido, from when we still had El Partido Comunista. They built the plaza around the Palace of Culture, not the other way around.
The bartender doesn't acknowledge the gesture.
Haven't you seen it all already? Thought you used to be a regular. Probably. The Bootleg Bazaar, Beetle Tract, Palace of Culture, and I already told you about the Miracle Line.
She nods.
See you.
An older man, heavy-set, looks up as you approach. on the table next to him, like a dead octopus.
Opera. Bon of you to drop by.
It should be said that you've
No matter. You're here now. That's what counts. Some reputations precede. I heard and
this man must be part of our well.
now here you are. In living color. Cascade. Known to some as Herschel Wilk. Sure. I was a sock importer once or twice myself.
No entity. The operant bureaus.
But my sordid history's not the subject here. Old friends, professional critics, big time. All kinds of stuff they were asking. But mainly, they're concerned about your heart. Straight to it. The opera have dropped you in a river of shit. Maybe I can help you get yourself out of it.
There's no man here. A null entity does not exist. That's because you're not speaking with a man. You're speaking with an augmentoid. Part man, part machine. All menace. Built in secret factories. Just look at the heart box thing. The theory is bullet.
This thing? No. This is...
To shake the hand of fate. Gentle electronic tones, right?
Last I heard, the original article was sitting on a desk in a third-level sub-basement somewhere in Nevessa. More like a private joke, that went a little too... This was your old haunt, was it not? See why...
At this hour, the bar is the closest it gets to busy. A half dozen. Meanwhile, the bartender washes a few glasses in a tiny sink.
Yes. This place will do. Our temporary office. As I said, wanted to witness your return to live action myself. Just because I'm bereft of official existence doesn't mean I can't keep an eye on the younger generation. Maybe pass along a little practical wisdom here and there. Verdict still out. Doesn't even seem like you made it as far as your unfortunate double. Almost like you made straight for the bar. Better grab a couple of sticks and start rubbing. Gets dark and cold here. You're gonna need it. If you... It? That ineffable, inexplicable quality essential to success in theater. Frequently discussed, rarely demonstrated. No, it is uncountable and immeasurable. And yet, when in its presence, none can deny. Depends. Do you want to grab reality by the face? There was a time when someone believed you might, seeing as they trusted you to... And yet, here you are, back on the scene. That suggests your it levels haven't totally flatlined. College, your look of haggard You've been out of the action for 5 years. I've been in this game a long time. Take a recent sample. One of your enemies has said, the rich one. And my offer is this. I share with you a little from my wall of shadows. You help me with some personal research. Maybe this rendezvous was a bit premature. Tell you what, let's try again once you've gotten a bit more. I recommend Carmuna, personally. Runs a second-hand clothes stall. I'll be here if you want to talk more. Forewarned is forearmed. Take your pick. We're nominally in the developed world by that same token. Portaferro was a Lusian penal colony for a long while. Some people think the Weeping Eye are lurking around every corner.
He flicks his thumb, as if flipping an imaginary...
The techno-fascists are really treating the place like they own it again. Operating out in the open like that. Music, not really. Spotted a couple teenagers in elaborate costumes. Seem to be fans.
He takes the disc and adjusts.
Two things stand out. First, this is an unusual format. Einzeltone. Not just standard. Is that right? Solid state.
Spoken like an artist admiring a rival's technique.
The artist, Ultravioletta. The Lusian. You, but from a dream. No, nothing at all. Local television personality. Though his accent suggests...
The PR Lavendy.
Obviously a lunatic. An addict of some sort. I'd keep my distance, were I you. He's got a glorified rat hole in the housing campaign. Calls it his... Please, operand. There's cavorting with the genius loci, and then there's wrapping your mouth around a raw sewage line. That said, he's got tens of thousands of regular viewers. Not bad for public access. Only what's in his red folder. Do you want to hear it?
With a great sigh.
Novessa born. Graduate of the Polytechniker. No partner or dependents, of course. Father was a noted cosmonaut. Cryptonyms are never so arbitrary as they're meant to be. When it comes to names, Stiglitz.
The old man's eyelids flutter.
No remark-worthy sexual tendencies. High attention to detail. A mild allergy to his own sweat. Occasional flashes of grandiosity. That last point may sound... And recitation. No such thing in my... Till next time.
This is a dangerous path you are traversing. In the subterranean halls of the opera, the ancients are whispering about you. They're saying a question that's plagued centuries. In the end, it cannot be known. Only had, or then some are born with it. Those who go looking for it, more often than not, end up destroying their lives. The ancient ones shake their...
The opera's psychomancers had high expectations for your...
In their final reports, Probable speculated that it had disappeared completely from this material plane, and could only be recovered by undertaking a dangerous meta-quest. Luck and skill, Cascade. You will need both.
TV is working normally again.
The picture looks a lot better now. Thanks for doing that.
The bartender gives tiny figures jog across the
No! Shush!
The bartender gives you
Thanks for fixing the TV. Kisok versus Sporting if you're interested.
with the purple bloom gone. You could
See you.
In the machine aisles is a lineup of smokes, candy, and canned coffee. If you change your mind, you pick up the payphone's handset. A dolphin emblem smiles at you. Its eyes, the emblematic animal of Port. Your gaze wanders away. You do not yet have the number of anyone else in this city. There is only one, Melita, your controller. Whether you want it or not, the Reno-tail dolphin eyes you expectantly. You step away from the payphone. The fire exit stands conspicuous. Someone has wedged it open with a ball. A dark hallway. At the opposite end, you can just make out the bottom of a metal stair. It's a pelota ball. Pelota balls are not designed for use as doorstops. Someone has elevated this ball to contraption status. It's just a ball in a door. Nobody is paying any suspiciously nonchalant. You emerge into the rusted insides of a deceased mechanical beast. The only... The sticker on the panel reads, Propriedade de Reno Town. In the center. Inside, you find a dirt-covered computer terminal. Above the gridwork of corroded wire, you step away from... Bagman gestures wildly on the television screen. This is the ad for the reality.
I am Subcommandante Beckman, and this is the reality situation. I know about the Boers. I know about iodine. La Luz's invisible aircraft carriers.
For 300 years, the Lusian elite have been producing psychic copies of themselves.
A mishmash of conspiratorial nonsense, commonly found in most...
Find out what I know by tuning into the reality situation. Airing until
The sounds from the commercials. The intercom is covered by a protective plastic. Yet another device bearing the Reno Tel emblem. Only nothing happens. Try again during business hours. You leave the intercom.
You shouldn't be here. Bit of a hold-up with the barge over there. He nearly got robbed. Nothing was taken, luckily, but they did manage to break the damn thing's engine. So now it's stuck there until the replacement parts arrive. Only one in the near vicinity is Dr. Hugo's. He runs... Let's see now. I hear it's in the back ways. Right next to where the ex-pilots drink their sheep carcass. Just follow the path all the way to the west. The ex-pilots are always chatting loud. Oh, very dangerous. Probably one of the Azuri.
Azuri mob is a foreign...
What? Oh, yeah, exactly. You probably should.
Bagman gestures wide. The sounds from the...
I'll print. Nothing, I'm afraid. That's understandable. It's been a while since you were last in Port... Of course, Oprin. I'll be here if you require it.
The fax machine awaits orders. You turn away from the fax... You return to the desk. Everything is right. You turn away from the desk. You return to the folded... You leave the trousers as they were. Raw information atomizes itself on the other side of the wall, but no one answers. The ringing continues. Downstairs, you hear the sound of Constans moving about. You return to your double splayed up. The stereo is right where you left it. You step away. The bed welcomes. The anticipation of a decent rest pulls you towards the pillow. You return to your double. The fax machine awaits. You turn away.
I'll print. I'll be here if...
The boy shifts in his cocoon of mismatched fabric.
There's a weird one in that clinic right there. Really weird. I don't know. I don't know.
Doesn't know much, this one.
I hang out, like, what?
Not one step further, bold scum. I'll do it. I'll enjoy it too. I think I can probably come just from watching the drama sink into your face, right before the oxygen stops reaching my brain for good. Ha! I know false concern.
Pupils track you like a cornered animal trying to...
So you're talking to your little colleague out there. I know you're from the medical board, and I know he's been watching me. Pathetic. If you're not bored, which you fucking are, then go and deal with the stain of narc shit lurking outside. I know that scarf of his is... Aha! Aha! Sharing notes. No one takes down Dr. Gonzalo E.S. Gonza, except Gonzalo E.S. Gonza. Kid? That's no child. That's a 40-year-old man with a severe deformity. Yes. Not mutually exclusive, however. Likely, in fact. They flipped them right there at the STD clinic. Bring me one of his lying, scheming, bored, narc teeth. Here, use these. My board condemned briber. Because of his history of use. Primitive super. Knew it! Narc-loving, wire-wearing scum. What am I, your mother? Rub cocaine on it. That'll numb almost anything. Don't shit me, you wired fuck. You and whoever's listening are not going to lure me in. I'm not going to fall for the oldest trick in the book, wire not.
Presumably for the benefit of...
And while we're on the record, may I just add, the albino was going to die anyway. Jealousy.
In this context, jealousy translates to gross violations of medical and/or human decency.
What can I say? My methods were too often. They babble on about modernization, best practices, international standards. But the fact is...
He looks down. They...
You never get credit for the blood you leave in. I'll do as I very well please.
The teenage boy nods hesitantly.
Yeah? Tried once. He screamed at me about board narking and threw what looked like would have been pretty cool if he wasn't such a mad freak. What? No, I mean, yeah? What? Because, no reason, alright? I'm just standing here. I'm freaking him out. He's insane. He keeps shouting at me that I'm on the medical board. I got a D in biology.
He glances up at you from the ground. His
Nothing to report yet, but I'm not going anywhere. He gave you that to intimidate me, yeah? Thinks I'm scared? Well, I'm not. What do you mean I should be? I'm not afraid of any pry bar, and I have plenty of teeth. Why not? I don't care. I've been to the dentist like, fuck it, I don't give a shit. Take one of my teeth, yeah? Show him I have my own shit going on out here. I'm on him.
He's willing to bleed for this. Whoever sent him is way scarier than any board inspector.
Otherwise, she'll call me a cunt. Like, comings and goings, alright? I can't say she'll...
Back for the gruesome finale. Don't you fight with me now. A girlfriend. With a genophobia so pronounced, it's a wonder he even managed to talk to you without lapsing into... Aha! Genophobic board, not through and through. Still looks pretty whole to me. I'll do as ever...
I can do this.
The middle-aged man, a familiar dolphin logo on his shirt, peeking out.
That's right. Unusual name. May have heard it on the wind. There's something in the back of my mind telling me I've heard that word being shouted somewhere. You'll have to be more specific. Seen a couple of guys, the uniform of all those. I don't think I'm tall enough to see other men's board spots. They're quite common as well, you. Good. Right you are. Lots of things. Primarily, it picks up wireless networks, radio. It would be more relevant to my experience, but I'm retired. I wish I could say that, but it's an integral part of my job.
As you depart, the store has been left. A handwritten sign teeters on top of one of the stacks of books. Relic of the district's small community. A few scrawled tags separate the various teetering piles into vague sections. You turn away from the...
Drift away, Stardust. I'm a second-hand dream dealer, but I'm the only... Are you being serious? Is that outfit your middle-aged? Don't be mean. We're representing the ultras right now. This is what we call fan shifting. We become ultravioleta. And we... Why do you have that? How did you get... Yeah. She'll be back. She's probably just hiding from all the publicity. Or it's all a promo thing for YBFAD. Or she got kidnapped. It's romantic, obviously. You sound like my dad. There's just no Moonglow way to squat. Moonglow is tragic, elegant. You can only convey aesthetic heartbreak in missionary. Ultras are ultra fans of Ultravioleta. It's a life... Respect for the... Not like this. Random act of self... They didn't even have to plan. They just heard the lyrics in... We live on the ground floor. I'd have... Nah. It was just one live performance on the radio a few years ago. Lucky bitches. Yeah? She recorded Glass Meadow when she had a 39-degree fever. Her favorite month...
I know her real name.
No, you don't. Stop telling people that. That's a theory, not a fact.
I can't say. That's Violetta's secret. I'd never betray her confidence. It's not like that. It came to me when I was listening to El Lugar Donde Nací. Right?
That is so moronic.
See? Fine. I wasn't going to tell her anyway. That's the saddest thing I've ever heard. And
I hear the ground over there still smells like stomach acid to this day.
Yeah, there are some good ones. Nobody's on the same level as UV, obviously. But Kaila Roja is cool.
Luz is literally the only place making good music anymore. It's Sonido Futuro. There's no competition. It's not even close.
We are
equally. What? You want to talk about the weather?
Yeah.
We're fan shifting, right?
We like to do it together. It's fun to make the costume. And it's nice to sing to the world when it listens. Thanks.
Obviously. We're not pretending.
Ugh, like that guy with the weird headphones the other day. No, maybe?
He came up to us out of nowhere and said, in some territories, impersonating the monarch is a crime punishable by death. Death. He didn't say fan.
Oh, maybe that's why Ultravioletta's been missing all... Not weird, scary.
No way. But he looked so...
It's unreal. Like,
Sure.
The tiles of this plaza seem to radiate outwards from the strange tree at its center, unlike any other you've seen in this city. Time passes. You let your vision decouple. The tree becomes a pleasing blur. The tree sways. A tram departs with a metallic groan. You leave them. pick up the payphone's handset. A dolphin emblem smiles at you. You step away.
Operant.
A hiss, followed by the 58, collapse of Ildeser's Grand Bridge. 60, Laplage's royal family liquidated. No direct attribution possible. Cryptonym redacted. Date of birth redacted. Nation of origin. Whatever happened in 69, it must have to do with that bar. The microfiche reader clacks a final time. His fleshy cheeks pull his mouth into a name whispered among tutors and
Warms the heart.